The capital, where I do understand the Cabinet Secretary for Education, that is Julius Ogamba, is currently overseeing the inauguration of the new University of Nairobi Council, currently at the UoN. If we can have those live images at the University of Nairobi there, he's addressing members of the Fourth Estate. Let's listen in.
We want them to complete their studies within the time that is provided. We don't want a situation where students stay in university for 9 years instead of 6. If you come from a poor background like most of us, if you go to university and stay 9 years instead of 6, you have finished the whole community. So we don't want that to happen. We want to be able to be predictable, that I'm going to university 2025, 26, I'll complete at this time. So that is what we are doing and we are discussing. Thank you so much. I have to rush.
How are public universities being cushioned from this shortfall of finances caused by the fee reduction?
No, the fee cut is not causing any financial strain. In fact, it is increasing. Because what happens is when you determine the fee of a program, there are factors that lead you to make that determination, and it is in the numbers. For example, it is the teacher-student ratio. For example, when you take medicine, traditionally in this country, we've been having classes for medical students who are 8 in class. If we increase that number to 12, we have raised it by 50%. So it is possible to reduce the fees by that portion. That's why we're able to reduce the fees by 40%. So it's not reducing. When it becomes affordable, many more people pay. There's no point to have 8 students paying $1 million shillings and you find 2 are paying, the other 6 are not paying. If you have 15 and 12 are paying at 400,000, you have more. So it's a question of numbers. As I said, this is a university. This is the educated people. They did the math and realized the more you have, the more affordability you have, the more people you retain in school, they therefore pay, they are not dropping out, the more figures, the more funds you will have. And that's what is happening. So the cushion is in that system. It is in that ecosystem. Asante.
Well, that is the Education Cabinet Secretary Julius Ogamba responding to questions from the Fourth Estate. He oversaw the inauguration of a new council within the University of Nairobi. The questions pertaining, of course, to the reversal of fees within the institutions of higher learning. Our very own Nancy Okwara is following that particular story and will brief us later on. Now, on the political